Hello, we're live. Hello, everybody. Thought we'd come and have a little chat today. Yeah, we're doing chat. Oh, it is a panel chat. Yeah. What does it mean? Let's have a look. What we do is, if someone wants to join the chat, hey, young coin hunter, hey, Anthony Bressler, how you going? If someone wants to join the chat, they hit the link, and then I'll either approve or not approve of them come on the chat. Yeah. Just sort of see if anyone wants to come up and have a little chat. Michael Kittle, how you going? How's things going, mate? I had a fun day the other day. I had one of them days. I had to go for a big drive up to Crookwell and do fix the little roof on the little house. Then I drove all the way up there, about 2 hours, and I got there and got out, and I'm like, uh-oh, watch out for trolls. We'll do, young coin hunter. And I'm like, oh no, I left my hat at home, so I had no hat for getting on the roof, doing well things. Oh, cool, Michael. And I thought, oh, I'll just do it. So I went to get the ladder out of the back of the ute, and guess what? No ladder. I left my ladder at home. So I had to go to the hardware store and buy a new ladder. Should have grabbed a hat while I was there, because now I reckon I can lead Rudolph's sleigh with my head. So that red. Ooh, birdie. So I got me roof all fixed up and headed home. Stopped in Goulburn to get a pizza, and the car broke down. So it took me half an hour to get the car started. Hey, Adrian, how you going, mate? And finally got the car started again, and driving back home along the freeway, and I had to stop to get petrol. Oh, not too bad, Adrian. How are you going, mate? And so I had to stop and get petrol, and I turned the car off to fill it up, and the car wouldn't start again. So it took me another half an hour to get the car started, and ended up going to pick up my daughter from preschool, and the car broke down again. So I started for another 2 hours. So it ended up being just one of them days. And I stopped and got a new battery and put that in it, thinking that was the problem and that would solve everything. But it didn't, and it wasn't. And it was the alternator. So I had to end up jump starting it to, you know how you do a hill start to get it to start. So that was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was a rough day. One of them days you could do without, but we all have them. Hey, David, how you going, mate? Got garage sale trail on this weekend, and that's where a whole lot of people list their sales online, their garage sales online. So instead of having 3 or 4 garage sales to go to, I might have about 15 or 16 to go to. So Saturday is going to be a big day for me. I'm looking forward to it. I just hope I can get my car back. Hey, Carlos on call. How you going, mate? Just hope I can get my car back for the big day garage sailing. Hope I can get a heap of silver. Welcome, Carlos. I need to watch some of your videos, Carlos, and learn how to sell things online. I'm not real good at selling things online. I'm good at finding all my treasures and bargains and all that, but the resale end of it, I'm more of a hoarder than a seller. So I've got to work on all that sort of stuff. Oh, I've got a whole heap of coins to go through here. I'll have to go through and sort them all out. I've just been getting them and just putting them in the box. Haven't been checking them all out. Hey, Mr. Detectorist. Thanks for stopping in, mate. Got to sort them out to all their different sizes and different types and all that sort of stuff. Oh, wow. Will do, Carlos. Thanks, Mr. Detectorist. I might change these stays in there. Not there. There's just too many of them, eh? I don't think I'm going to keep certain ones. I think I'm going to take a lot back to the bank, actually. Has anyone been doing anything exciting lately? I'm getting really close to my time. I've got 24,000 minutes left, so I'm starting to get excited. Take coins, ladies. This is cool. This is a cool coin. This is a Marbo coin. This is celebrating 50 years since Marbo. And the story of Marbo was, in Australia, we claim that the Aboriginal people had no land rights because they didn't have marked boundaries for their properties. So that was one of the things that the government used to steal all their land. And this gentleman, Marbo, he said, no, that's not right. He said, we have land rights. With our fishing areas, we have off the beaches, we have rocks laid out in lines marking our farms, our ocean farms. So those boundary rocks separating each person's where they could fish became listed as farms, so that technically they marked their land and they got land rights from it. So this man was instrumental in Australian law in getting Aboriginals their land back. So they made a coin celebrating 50 years since he won his court case. Oh, thanks, Michael. Yeah, it's made a huge difference. It's my playlist has made a massive difference to my watch time. It's been awesome. Even when I wasn't streaming, I still had watch time going up. So I appreciate that very much, guys. I'm hopefully I'm going to make it. Fingers crossed, I'll make it for my 40th birthday on the 31st. So I just got to get in and just do some streams and have some chats and all that sort of stuff. Yep, a lot of cool channels in here, Carlos. A lot of really good supportive people. I had a bit of a problem with me the medicine I was getting, and it was in a bottle, and you get given an oral syringe, so you shoot the medicine in your mouth. And I kept saying to them that there's something wrong with it, that it tastes like soap. It's contaminated. If you're watching mine before, it would show me the minutes that day, but then some were taken away by the next day. Oh, sometimes they do, Michael. Sometimes they don't, but every little bit helps, mate. So I had a big problem with contamination of my medicine. So I wasn't taking it because it was making me sick. because every time I'd take it, it tastes like soap. And I rang them up and complained about it, and they said to me, no, it's all your fault. Whatever's happened's your fault. It's all good on our end. And when I got my last lot of medicine, the new batch, the box had a plastic bag with a rubber band around it with a new oral syringe in it and a letter on it saying, don't use the syringe in the box. So that tells me I was right, that their syringe was contaminated. So my medicine was bad. So now that I've got good medicine, I'm back up on deck and hopefully I should be ready to rock. Yeah, Carlos is a cool family. I checked out his video today. He's got a beautiful young family. And his young son did himself a big rap at the end there. You need to pay the young man for that, Carlos. That was pretty cool from the young fella. Yeah, watch time's a lot of fun getting it down, but you just want it to go zoom. It's everything comes in time. It's no one's ever accused me of being a patient person. I must admit that. I've never been very patient. Carlos Strong, yes, very good, mate. I was very, very impressed with the young fella. So I'm thinking about doing another double Pirate Booty Wheel of Doom on the weekend. Double up, try and get some more time flowing. I hope everyone wouldn't mind an extra dose of Pirate Booty Wheel of Doom. I have an error coin in here that I've got to find. I think this is it. Let's do another one and check it. Yeah, I think this is my error coin. Yep, this is my error coin. And if I can get it up here, when you hold it like that and you turn it around, her crown should be facing up like that, but it's not. It's rotated. So this baby here, so it should come around to the top of the crown when I turn it around, and it doesn't. It comes around to the top of her head. So that's an error coin, that one. So that little baby there could be worth up to $80. So that's the one I was looking for. Try and find a slip to put that in now. A good mate, Tassie Adventures, was telling me that one's got a high premium on that one because they're quite rare. Yeah, it's a beauty, eh? I'll try and show you a different rotation. This is what it should come out like, and it should come to the top of the crown there, but it doesn't. It's turned around like that. So that's a beaut find, that one. That's my best find. Old Golden Egg, she found a wavy 20-cent coin in her first coin roll hunt, and that's worth $200. So she's still out doing it. That makes me proud. Pen that down. That's my first rotated error coin, that one. Hey, Omega Shadow. Yes, I'm pretty wrapped with that one. This one. That must be a rare date one. Changeover. These are our changeover ones. These are the ones to celebrate them taking our silver coins off us. They changed all our coinage completely so that there was no chance of any silver being found in coins. Very generous of them. They look after us real well here in Australia. Ram's heads. These are quite cool too, these ram's heads. I've only ever found a couple of these. These are about, I think they're about $10 pop for a ram's head these days. So they're pretty cool. They're pretty sought after, the old ram's head. There's not many of them. They're a pretty rare coin, that one. Yeah. Yeah, no, all our, for that year, celebrating, I think it was 50 years since they took off our coins, all those changeover coins have the different designs on them. Like we've got 20-cent coins with the changeover. We've got $2 one here somewhere with a changeover on it. Yeah. This is a $2 changeover coin. It's got the little crown on the bottom there, commemorating the 1937 crown. Very rare coin, that. 37 and 38 crown. The only 2 years they did the silver crowns. We've got a little koala coin, coloured koala coin. That's the one I nearly put in the coin machine when I was at the big Merino, the big building. Hey, Gibby's Treasure. Hey, Brian. Hey, Malone Money Mindset. Doing pretty good. Doing really good, actually. I'm out of pain for the first time in months, so I'm very chipper today. These ones, I'm not really sure if these ones are infused or not. I've got to have a little look. These ones here with the flags on them, the little Union Jack up there, if the little bits of the Union Jack have been grooved out, sliced out, it's called an infused, and they're worth about $20. So I think that's infused. It's got a big dip in there. I'm saying that's infused. I'll keep that one out. Hey, found it buried. How you going, mate? Found it buried, and Michael Kittle are both channels working. All three of us are working on our time at the moment. So anyone that can run our watch list, either of us, any of us, would help us all out greatly. Hey, Skies took me drone. How you going, mate? I wanted to buy a drone, but the government's bringing in rules that we have to have a license to fly drones now. So you have to get registered and like have a license and pay so much money each year and all this sort of stuff. Confused. Alex Conway, how you going, mate? The state coins are quite cool. There's another Marbo one. Marbo coins are, you get about $4 or $5 for a Marbo coin in good nick. So they're good to have. I like them. I've only got a few Marbos. They're quite rare. They didn't make very many of them. So our government's been trying to make up to us by printing low mintage coins and all this sort of stuff. All those ones. Changeovers. These are all me 50-cent changeover coins. There's a whole bag of changeover coins. Been doing pretty well in the coin roll hunting up here. Doesn't seem to be anyone else in the Highlands really hitting the coins very hard. I think there's only like one other person doing it. That might be another infused. Check that out. AKA James 615. How you going, mate? Hey, Arpa Soda. Can't send you a drone from Stockton? No. I can buy them and that, but I've just got to get a license and that. Yep, that's in Q's too. Lovely. I've found some good coins, so I've just got to work out, like, selling them. Aussie Alchemist, he gets in and all right, cool, found it buried. Aussie Alchemist, he takes these coins and he trades them to coin dealers and that sort of stuff for a discount on his silver coins. He doesn't get cash for them, but he gets a big discount. Like, say he wants to buy an ounce silver round, he'll get whatever he wants for these coins off the price of the silver round. So he gets all his silver a lot cheaper. I'm 24,500 minutes away from me goal. If all of us watch Richo's Hunting Treasure playlist for a bit, he'll have it by the end of this month for sure. Help him out if you can. Oh, thanks, Michael. Appreciate that, mate. A lot of people have been running my playlist. It's I can't express my gratitude as to how much I appreciated everyone. It's been awesome. I'm pretty happy these days. We seem to have worked through all our little problems and stuff we had going on at the time. This is a cool coin. I like this one. This is a Don Bradman one. He was a local boy made good. He became our most famous cricketer ever. And he was a Bowral boy. Old Don Bradman. A lot of you Americans and that wouldn't know who I'm talking about, but take it from me, he was a pretty important man in Australia. So important that when we came back from America and we were on the train from Sydney, he was doing a visit to Bowral, so they wouldn't let anyone else off the train at Bowral but him. So everyone else had to go through to Mossvale and get off the train after, and then try and make their way back because he was so important. They had bands and they had police on the train blocking off all the other doors so no one could get off the train. It was a full-on thing, to celebrate Don. Oh, thanks, guys. Took my drone. Appreciate that, mate. There's an Australia family coin. There we go. Little family. Some kid from school drew that one up. So they made a coin out of it. This one's, I don't know what this one is. Oh, this is a Capital Territory one. This is a Canberra coin for our 50-cent state coins. And that's our capital, and that's where all the politicians go, and they make all their own rules for themselves there. Everyone else in the country lives by a different lot of rules than what they do in Canberra. Canberra's a law unto itself. Canberra's a funny old place, I have to say. Oh, thanks, down to Berry. Hello, Mr. Doughboy. Hey, Susan Lee, how you going? Ooh. There must be some cat going to put in there. Yeah, there's some receipts from the bottle returns. Put on bagging these state coins. These state coins are quite good because if you can get a full set of them, these 50-cent coins, and I think it works out at about $4, $5 worth of coins or something, and it's worth about $20. So they're worth collecting. And I've got enough to make up probably 2 or 3 sets of state coins so far. That one. Me, I don't know what this one's doing in here. This is a silver jubilee coin. And they're really old, but they made like 20 million of them, and they last forever. These coins, they don't get marked up, they don't get scratched up, they always stay in good nick. It's really funny. Some of our coins last forever and are nearly indestructible, and then others of our coins, they just don't last a couple of years. They must keep using different metals. So that one can go on the bucket. This is another design done by school kids. They did the wombat, the galah, and the koala, or as we like to call them, the drop bear. I've got some more. Here's one. Here's another $2 coloured coin. Mr. Squiggle. I can get his head around the right way. There it is. Mr. Squiggle. This was a show on Australian TV when I was a little kid, Mr. Squiggle. So they made a coin out of him. All these coloured $2 coins, they're very collectible and they're always worth more than $2. Silver Mac, how you going, mate? So all these silver coins are really, all these coloured coins, you always try and grab them aside, but you don't see very many of them. They only made them in low mintages, so they would be collectible. Still count if you already watched the video of only like 8 with no red lines, but it should still count, eh? I'm not sure, found it buried. I don't know how that all works. But only try it. What else have we got? Anyway, teams, they can go back to the back. Richo. We can go back here, I think. Oh, I've got some more Marbos. Oh, cool. So I've got 5 Marbos. I might put them in slips too. Yeah, that's all right, Silver Mac. I know what it's like, my friend. I'm feeling really good today. I got my medicine. It's not contaminated this time, so it doesn't make me sick when I take it. So I'm a happy camper. Been taking this medicine for 3 weeks before I ran out, and it was making me sick every time I took it. And they denied that there was a problem, but they've fixed the problem now. So I'm a pretty happy camper. Still not very impressed that they made a mistake in the first place and made everyone sick. Oh, nice, Omega. You're on a roll, mate. I hope you're doing your live streams to get your time up before you hit the 1K. Don't do what I did and get your 1K and then start live streaming afterwards, because it's really annoying when you just want your time to tick by. Oh, there you go for Michael Kittle. It definitely counts. There you go. Love it. Hey, John. Yeah, everyone's having fun. May have watched my own 7-hour, 5,000 cent stream a few times. Aha! That's the way to do it. See, when I first started, my videos, I'd be lucky to get 10 views of video for ages. Hey, Alex G. So when I first started to get some numbers up, I first thought, it might be possible to get the 1K and all that. I went back and found how to look at my watch time through YouTube Studios, and I realised I only had 13,000 minutes, which is like nothing. So I decided to start doing the streams, and the streams really help. Like most of my videos, even today, with over 1K subscribers, normally doesn't get me much more than normally about 100 minutes if I'm lucky. Many of them a lot less. So the live streams, they often get me, 500 to 1,000 minutes each one. So the difference is huge. One live stream versus 10 videos. And if you do a really long live stream with a lot of people in there, that can add up to 5,000 minutes easy. But it's just sitting at the computer and talking for 5 hours is the hard part, and keeping people interested. The giveaways always keep people around, though. $7.92, John. Awesome. Anyone out here that doesn't have John, jump on and grab him up. He's top bloke. Jump on and grab him up. Nice, John. I'm into nature, love cats and dogs and bird videos. I enjoy the outdoors, into watching great metal detecting videos, coin collectibles. Please join me on my adventures. We can explore the outdoors together. Nice, John. And he's a nice bloke too, everyone. Nice, found it buried. I'll be there, champion. I'm going to try and do 2 live streams this weekend too, found it buried. If we clash at all, I'll try and reorganise my time for you. What time are you planning on doing it, found it buried? This one. Centenary of women's suffrage. It's a different one. Dollar coin. Looks like an old ancient coin, that one, but it's not. It's a new coin. Oh, pardon me. I'm doing that. That's only a normal $2 coin. That one can go back. I looked through most of the coins. I haven't found a 1951 shilling and a 1950. Nice. Are they English ones? 4 p.m. Eastern time? So that would make that. So the giveaways come by 7, which is 10 o'clock. Sorry, I'll grab that. 7 o'clock. No worries. I can do that for sure, found buried. Saturday would be my Sunday. Yep, I can be there for you live stream for sure, my friend. That'll be my Sunday. That'll be my Sunday about 7 a.m. Lovely. I can do that. Lovely. Let's see if I can post this link. If anyone wants to join me on the chat. Doing pretty good, Mountain. How are you going, mate? I'm feeling like I can finally move again. I was feeling like the Tin Man in the Wizard of Oz, like I couldn't move, eh? There's another Centenary of Federation. Nice. This one. Australian 200 years of Australia. This is a centenary coin, this one. The tall ships coming to Australia. The centenary was in 1988. I was there in Sydney when we had the centenary party, the big we had all big fireworks and we had all the tall ships sailing under the harbour and all that. It was like a real massive big party. Haven't done this. I'll try. I'll definitely be a mod for you, champion. Oh, thanks, Mountain. Must be getting pretty late over there for you guys. I couldn't get on any earlier. I had to do all the housework, all the cleaning, and all that sort of stuff. Had to get everything sorted out. I've been getting in big trouble for slacking at home a little bit. It wasn't that I was slacking; it was just more that I couldn't move. So, ooh, I just found a silver dime. Nice. Didn't know I had that in that box. That'll go in the other box, sure. And I got presents off Step Stacker the other day. I got a really awesome rainbow toned Indian head penny, and I'm super stoked because I've always wanted an Indian head penny and I've never gotten one. So I'm pretty wrapped in that. And he also gave me a V nickel, my first V nickel, so I was pretty stoked with that. And I also got two silver cents, steel cents, sorry, not silver cents, steel cents from the war. 9 here in Montana. I'm in Mountain Standard Time. All right. We're what are we here? We're 690 meters here above sea level here. When I go up to Crookham up in the mountains, that's pretty high up for Australia, and that's 980 meters. So just under a kilometre high. I don't know what that works out in miles. I think that's a kilometre's 1.6. No, 1.6 kilometres to the mile, I think. Yeah, that's right. Miles more than a kilometre. But you're not feeling well either. Housework makes me not feel good. Just thinking about it, my belly hurts. Yeah, found it buried. But if I don't do the housework, I've been threatened with not being fed. So it has to happen. And I hate hanging clothes on the clothesline when it's windy, when it's howling. If you're trying to hang the clothes on the line, they're all slapping you in the face and never much fun. Mountain Standard Time, nice. We don't have mountain time here in Australia. We've only got state time, like we've got East Coast time, we've got Central time for South Australia, and then Perth, Western Australia, they have their own time, but they're so far away, no one really worries about them. Yeah, no, housework's not much fun. Never has been, never will be. Wet slaps in the face, too funny. Yeah, it's not too funny when it's from kids that have wet the bed. It's been washed and everything, but still, it's not the nicest thought. Luke Duke, 11:05 in Indiana, Eastern Standard Time. Oh, cool. I was watching one of Luke's videos today about him hunting arrows, Indian arrows. That was really cool to watch that. We don't have Indian arrowheads in Australia because the Aboriginals didn't use bow and arrows. They used uh, boomerangs and they used spears with spear chuckers on them. So they'd have like a spear chucker to launch the spear quicker. And all that sort of stuff's made out of wood, so nothing lasts. You can find old Aboriginal axe heads and that sort of stuff, but they're not very common. I've never found one. Yeah, no, that was pretty cool watching that. And he had this like bird stone. Looked like someone had sort of carved a bird out of a stone. It looked pretty cool. I liked that. I enjoyed that. Something I haven't seen before. That was awesome. I've got some of this stuff, I think. There's too many. Well, that's good. I might try and look into selling some of these ones, see if I can make a few bucks. I haven't been working lately, so. And then when the captain got hurt, she stopped working for a couple of weeks, so that dried up the bank account pretty quickly. Hey, Ken Owen, how you going? Oh, that's awesome, Luke. I'd be into that, mate. I'd be really hunting that sort of stuff down. You do it on your own, or do you have other people come out with you and hunt with you, or? Because I was really lucky yesterday, almost 10,000 years worth. Oh wow! So it's got to be loaded. I was lucky yesterday. I was next door talking to my neighbour, and some of his friends came over, and I was talking to one of them about prospecting, and he says, "Oh yeah, I go prospecting." And I said, "Oh, what? Do you go down to Grab and Gowan?" He says, "Yeah, that's where I go, and I know the owners, and I get access down into the back." And he goes, "Would you like to come with me and have a look?" And I'm like, "Oh, definitely." Inside access is always highly welcome. You get to go to any part of the property you don't normally get access to is a huge advantage on the everyday person just walking into the small area. He showed me pictures of some of his stones he had. He got I think it was about 15 sapphires in 4 hours, so he's doing pretty good. And some of them are quite decent sized chunky stones, like if they come up clear cutters, make some decent money on that. Hey, that's a lot of sodium. And I heard him talking about the owner. He's got some sort of sluice or something going, and he's been working the ground there, and he's been getting out a lot of silver and gold. Now, my experience is that I haven't found a lot of gold on this place, but apparently this bloke's pulling out gold and silver left, right, and centre. He must know what he's doing. Like he must have his sluice dialed in or his wash plant dialed in to pick up fine gold or something. But he's getting all this gold and he's pouring it and he's getting silver and gold bars and all this sort of stuff. So I'm really interested to get up there and try and check out what's going on. Try and see what I can see. Might be able to learn something new. Mainly on your own. Do you tell many people about it? I suppose people would know about it, but it's just whether they're into hunting for stuff like that's another thing. I always tell people and show people like what I get up to, and they're all like, "Oh, that's really cool, that's awesome." And then when I explain to them, like I've got to actually do a little bit of work to get these sapphires, they don't want to do it. Just a little bit of digging in the ground and a little bit of hard work. Not interested. Nah, that sounds too much like hard work to me. The Aboriginals have been in Australia in some places for I think 80,000 years or 90,000 years in some places. It's really cool when you do see their cave paintings and that. Some of the cave paintings look really, really strange. Like unless these Aboriginals living in these caves, 20,000 years ago were visionary science fiction writers, like I don't know how they came up with these creatures that they did. Lots of walking, yeah, I bet. This one bloke, he said to me that if you go the same place that everyone else goes, you'll find the same as everyone else, which is not very much. And he says the person who goes out and walks long distances and goes further than everyone else and goes to places others don't, they're the ones that find the big treasure. You get out of it what you put into it. Find gold and arrowheads. Oh, that'd be awesome doing that, eh? If you're getting your gold out and then bang, you'd hit an arrowhead, it would be like a bonus. Sweet. Some of them arrows are pretty cool too. Like they must have put a lot of work into napping them with the flint napping and all that sort of stuff. I find all that sort of thing quite amazing how skilled they were at getting the right flakes off the right spot. Tiny little delicate, really thin arrows, and they napped them so well. I can't believe how they did it. And some of them are sharper. Like if you use proper flint, you get that's sharper than surgical steel flint. What time is it? 2:15. I've got to walk up later and pick up my daughter. The car's still in the mechanics getting fixed. Uh, the starter motor's definitely cooked. I took it out and took it in to try and get it redone, try and save a few bucks. And the person's like, "How did your car ever start with this one?" I said, "I didn't like starting." And he started laughing. So I've got another one on order. I just got to wait for it to come in now. So I've got to stuck at home. I've got to walk around everywhere, which is not much fun in Australia because it's all long distance. Wow, this is howling out there, big time. I actually found a flint drill while sluicing. I seen it tumbling down the sluice and grabbed it out before it left the sluice. Oh wow! So a flint drill, what they used to drill through wood with. Oh. Yeah, that's cool. No worries, found it buried. That'd be awesome finding stuff like that. Like have you ever found any sort of like jewelry sort of stuff, Luke? That'd be interesting. I'm not sure. The Aboriginals used to trade. They had trading networks, but they didn't really have metalworking or anything like that. Not that we really know of. Like anything they did that was considered high technology was wiped out by us. Like the early colonial people wiped it out, so there was no record of it. Like there was originally we had a big set of like a Stonehenge with big standing stones and all this sort of stuff. And they bulldozed it back in the 50s to get rid of it, so there was no evidence of what they'd done. And there's a few of them left. There's a few um, henges left down in Victoria that are protected, and no one really goes there and sees them. But most of the impressive work that they did got destroyed, got wiped out to try and erase it from history. Like our government was caught bulldozing a building into the ocean during World War II, and it looks like it was an old pyramid of some type. And there's another pyramid very close by up there in Queensland in Gympie, and it's made out of massive big stone blocks, like massive big blocks like the pyramids are. And the story the government puts out is that it was built by the Italian immigrants in the 50s so that they could grow wines on the terraces. Now, you only terrace land to grow grapes on it when it's on a hill, like a slope. You don't build a hill to terrace to grow grapes on. No one's going to build a pyramid just to grow grapes on it. It's absolutely insane. But they're insisting that it was just the Italians that built it, and they're moving the railway line for no reason that we can see, and they're going to wipe out the pyramid. They're going to go straight through it, get rid of it. So they're going to run a railway line straight through the guts of it. Has anyone mined for emeralds? I live near an emerald mine in Hiddenite. Oh, wow, Carlos, I'd be smashing that. Silver Ripples, how's it going, mate? I saw a video once on an emerald mine nearby where you are, Carlos, and the guy found all these massive big emeralds, and he called them, like, I think it was the king and the queen, like the royal family, the duke, and all this sort of stuff of emeralds. I think he had 10 massive big emeralds. They were awesome. I love emeralds. Emeralds are one of my favourite stones. We don't get emeralds at Grab and Go, and that's one of the few things we don't get. We don't get emeralds, and we don't really get rubies, but we do get gold sapphires, and I got one. But they're very, very rare. If you find a gold sapphire, you've done pretty well. I found one in I think, 5 years I've been going up there prospecting now. Found some smaller ones, nice ones, very clear, double terminated, nice. Oh, Herkimer Diamond Mine, I've seen that. I've got to watch about that. I've got to learn about Herkimer Diamond. Yeah, took my kids and found some very small ones. Oh, Carlos, you got to go back and go again, mate. Kids love that sort of stuff. And you never know, mate. Like when I go prospecting, I don't go there expecting to find anything good or big or anything like that. I'm happy with just finding a little bomb one that you can't see through, If I find anything, I'm happy, and my day's been well spent. But if I find something big, then it's huge. It's huge happiness. Hi, Galaxy Cats and Coins. How you going? Yeah, no, you can't beat, especially the look on the kids' faces when they find something like that. Like they found treasure. That's amazing. I love that. Very late, Rome. I'll go very soon. Go to bed. No worries, Galaxy Cats and Coins. Thanks for stopping in. Same here. Yeah. No, it's awesome for the kids. I really enjoy it. Last time I went prospecting with them, though, I told them to stay with me and stay out of the water because we have really big leeches there. We have big tiger leeches. And not only that, we've got brown snakes up there, and the brown snakes get in the water and go along and kill the frogs and stuff like that. So you've got to be real careful up there. And I had a snake come at me while we were there. So I'm telling the girls, come back to me so I can keep an eye on you and we can stay together and stay safe. Let me stop by and say hi. Oh, thanks, Galaxy Cats and Coins. So I'm like, girls, come on, be careful and come back over here. Next thing you know, I look up and they're both in the river. And I'm like, oh, here we go. What happened? And the middle one, she fell in the water, so she plunged. She fell in, and I said to the other one, well, what are you doing in the water? I said, I suppose you fell in too. She said, oh, no, I just jumped in. 11:25 here. Oh, wow, she's getting late. Yeah, so she's just jumped in like a little devil. She's like, oh, well, the other one's in, I'm in. One in, all in. Hey, Clinton, how you going, mate? Off to bed, but wanted to say hi. Thanks, Clinton. Haven't seen everyone around lately. I've been suffering too much to get on and chat and talk to people. I've been lurking in a lot of people's streams. You know, instead of getting on there and chatting heaps, I just sit there and watch. Hey, Silver Ripples, Richo, your envelope arrived today. I'm holding your coins in my hand right now. Thanks, buddy. You're welcome, champion. Thanks for letting me know. It's like one of my babies has made it. That reminds me, I've got to get in and do all this. A lot of mail here. I haven't done it yet. I'll get in and do that tomorrow, hopefully, or tonight. Try and get some of it done. I'm not looking forward to it. I hate doing the mail. I always love it when the captain does it for me. Oh, thanks, Clinton. I got me medicine sorted out now, Clinton. It's not the new batch isn't contaminated anymore. It turns out that the oral syringe that they had in the box is contaminated with soap. So they've sent everyone out a new oral syringe in a packet with the box, telling everyone to use that instead. So thank God I've sorted all that out. Lake House Beach, 1 year on YouTube. Nice, Lake House. Congrats, mate. Headache, sore throat, and coughing which hurts my head. Oh, yeah, it's horrible with the changes of seasons. Yeah, the preferences are pretty tiny, aren't they, Silver Ripples? They're pretty cool little coins, though. Night, Clinton. Thanks for coming, mate. Ooh. Yeah, should have. I should ring up my coin guy now and try and order some more coins for the weekend. So if I do a double booty wheel of doom, I could knock over most of my time this weekend. So I might, when I finish this up, I might go and ring him and see if I can order some more shillings, so I can do more bounties for people. People really seem to enjoy the bounties that I put on their channels. I think I've got 1 shilling left. I've got 1 shilling left out of the 50 that I bought last time. I've given all the rest away. I've given away 49 shillings lately. They're one of my favourite little coins, the silver shillings. They're an awesome little coin. This one's a Queen Victoria. Queen Elizabeth. Sorry, she's not that old. Nearly. Oh dear. I should leave it on silent grow stream and come back in a couple of hours and see how many minutes I can get. Noticed yesterday that one of my honey hole fields was ploughed. The farmer couldn't get his crop in this year, so gonna let it get a couple of good rains, then hunt it. Oh, that'd be awesome, Luke. That'd be sweet. Where we go prospecting for sapphires, the sapphires get caught up underneath certain rocks and in under certain obstacles and stuff like that. Like when they go up over the grounds, if there's big tree roots there, they'll all end up stuck underneath all the tree roots. So when there's been a flood, you go up to all these big old trees on the side of the river and you dig along the edge of their tree roots and you find all the sapphires, and they're all concentrated in a line along the edge of these tree roots. It's absolutely. I wish I could have got some of that on video back when I first started prospecting, but I didn't. I didn't do YouTube back then, so I didn't film anything. But it was so much fun because the trees got roots going off all over the place. So once you cleaned out one big long line of roots, you go to the next one and clean that one out, and then the next one, and then the next one. It was like our honey hole. We got some of our best sapphires out of there, some really nice, like flat, really flat, thin, blue, really beautiful blue panel ones. They're like a panel of glass, sapphire glass. Absolutely gorgeous. No till, yeah. You're lucky you got that one. We have some garnets, pyrite, and I think granite where I live. Yeah, where we go, there's fool's gold everywhere. You know, like it's where there's water coming out of the rock. The fool's gold is just flowing out with the gold with the water. So there's fool's gold sitting on top of the ground. There's fool's gold everywhere, and I was there prospecting one day, and I was watching this bloke panning, and he was really excited, and he was there panning away, and like he was getting his gold out and putting it in this vial all day. And when I packed up, I thought I better go down there and check out what this bloke's up to. You know. Yep, that'd probably be it, Luke. So I went down and said to him, "What are you doing, mate?" And he goes, "Oh, wow, look at all this gold I'm on. I found so much gold." And he pulled out his vial of gold, and it was all pyrite floating in the gold, all fool's gold. All. And I said, "Oh, mate, this is all fool's gold." And he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, pick it up in your hands and you can crumple it to like dust in your hands." And he did that and he really started crying. He says, "I've been panning this stuff for 6 hours and it's fool's gold." He thought he hit the jackpot. He thought he was going to be rich, you know. And I said to him, "Mate, if there was this much gold everywhere, I said there'd be, you know, thousands of people down here panning it out, you know." And he goes, "Yeah, that makes a lot of sense." Whoop. Oh, hello. Good. Back. Oh, E. Yeah, I've got a high banker, like a sluice sort of thing. My one you can use, you can set it up like on the slope for gold, or you can also flatten it out and use it for sapphires. So my one's a dual purpose one. Yeah, we've got mosquito borne diseases here in Australia too. We've got a couple now. I think we've got like Ross River fever. If you get that a couple of times, it can kill you. So once you've got Ross River fever once, you've really got to move away from the area so you don't never get it again. Otherwise, it'll kill you. Yeah, there's a lot of dangers. I homemade my high banker second in the credge combo. Oh, nice. You need one like that? Yeah, Carlos, I'll do a bit on me high banker. It's quite cool. It's it's got like a panel on top of it with holes all through it. So you dump all your wash on top there, and you scrape it through. So you scrape all your rocks through, and you can see on top all the rocks, they get washed, and you pull them down this grate, and all the small ones fall through the holes into all the bits that lock it all up. So then you can see on top if there's any big sapphires going down on top, you can see them as you rake them off, and then all your little ones will go down inside and get stuck on the inside. So you can really pump through the volume. Like you can do probably 15 times as much with a sluice as you can with a pan. What he does to put you to sleep or no? Probably not Galaxy Cats and Coins. Hey, Lincoln Central Coins, how you going, mate? Gold in Northern Carolina. There's gold everywhere. It's just certain places gold is more concentrated than others. So there's a little tip for you people. There's gold everywhere. It's just certain places it's more rich than others. So most streams, if you know what you're doing, you can get little bits of gold out of nearly any stream anywhere. You've got to go to the inside banks and all these certain places where the gold will settle. You'll still get little fine bits of gold. That's right. Just got to find the right creek. But first learn how to pan. Yeah, don't do what I did and go prospecting and try and learn when you get there. Do a bit of practicing at home. Like you can put some little bits of lead in your pan and practice panning with the little bits of lead. And that's very similar to gold. It'll behave in a similar way to gold. It'll stay in your pan. So if you can keep lead in your pan, you know you'll keep the gold in your pan. Starts with pan and ends in pan. That's right. When I first went prospecting for sapphires, I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know the whole dunk process and all that to center your heavies into the center and then you flip it over. I didn't know all that. And I was just getting these sieves, dunking them in the water and then going through them, you know, stone by stone, throwing stones out, spending like an hour on one sieve. And I actually found a really nice, you know, big green sapphire doing that. But one of the guys coming along saw what I was doing, and he said, "Do you want to come with me, and I'll teach you how to do it?" So I said, "Yep, sweet." So he took me upstream and showed me how to actually sieve properly. And when I do my sieves and turn them over, he'd help me identify. Yeah, there's a sapphire there, and there's one there. And I like when you're first learning sapphires, it's hard to spot them. Like you've got to like time and practice will improve your ability to find them and keep them because you can find them in the sieve, but whether you can spot them and keep them is another thing. You know, like another big thing people do at the sapphire locations. Hey, Gregory. Oh, that's okay, Greg. I hope you feel better, mate. So one of the big things everyone does at the sapphire places is they go noodling. They go to people's piles where everyone's dumped their sieves over and over again. So they've got piles and piles of layers of where they've looked for the sapphires, and you noodle through these piles. And more likely than not, if that's a beginner, you'll find sapphires all the way through their piles, and that's called noodling. It's sort of a rude way to prospect. You know, like you're you're taking advantage of other people that don't know what they're doing. But believe you me, I've had it done to me. I've seen people noodle my piles and find stuff. Like I send you a pearl or something, a sapphire. Yep, I can do that for you, Galaxy Cats and Coins. I can send you some, not a problem. Yep, no problem, Galaxy. I can send you stuff. Ah, Southern Indiana. You have two pearls? Nice. Golden egg loves pearls. He collects pearls. He gets pearl necklaces and stuff like that. Do you know how to tell your real pearls from your fake pearls, Galaxy Cats and Coins? It's a very simple test. 6 times 24 with Dream Mat, Mini Mat. Ah. There's all different sorts of ways of doing it. Sort of. You get the pearl and you rub it against your teeth. And if the pearl's gritty, like feels gritty, then you know it's real. If it's smooth on your tooth, you know it's fake because the smooth ones are plastic and the gritty ones are pearl, and that's the actual layer of pearl that you can feel, which is gritty on your teeth. Ooh, yeah, I know it is. It is different, Galaxy Cats and Toys, but that's one of the ways you can tell when you're at garage sales and stuff like that. When you see a nice pearl necklace, and sometimes they'll have gold bits on the ends, and when you see that, you pick them up and you just give a quick little rub on your tooth just to see if it's real or not, and then you'll know whether it's something worth buying or whether it's something worth leaving, or just you're just looking at the gold ends, or whether you're looking at pearls as well. It's a good little tip. And another good thing to take to garage sales with, don't do that at a jewelry store. No, they might get a little bit offended. Yeah, no, they might get a bit upset with that. Another good thing to take to garage sales is a black light, because you can always find uranium glass with a black light. You shine it on like the green glass and all that sort of stuff, and if it glows, you know it's uranium glass. Hey, Ballard. Yeah, no, she's doing pretty well, Janine. She's doing pretty good. I'm onto the water full time now. They changed my lemonade and I don't like it anymore, so I'm only down to water. No, the captain's doing pretty good. She's pretty tired from work though. She's flat stick. She she got a lady to come and start working with her, and her daughter has been doing dirt bike racing. Pretty start boxing again. Yeah, she'll start boxing me. No, I've been a good boy today. I've done all my housework and I've cleaned up. Doing good, Gregory. She's just got a big scar now, a little bit of tenderness in her elbow. But other than that, she's doing pretty good. What did you call them? Two pearls to sapphire. How many saps do I get for two pearls? Oh, I don't know. Galaxy Cats and Coins. I don't even know what my sapphires are worth, to be honest with you. Yeah, so she had this lady working for her, and her daughter come off the dirt bike and broke her ankle, broke a collarbone, and bruised the lung. So she's down in the hospital with her daughter, and you know it's a bit crazy letting little girls ride big, massive dirt bikes like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just an overprotective father. They are three types of pearls. Oh, cool. Yeah, you've got freshwater pearls and sea pearls. We've got really big pearls over in Western Australia. They've got a pearling operation going on there. They bring up all the big shells and put the little bit of pearl grit in the back of the shell. They like a pearl's made by a bit of grit getting in the back of the oyster, and the oyster puts a layer of pearl around it all the time to try and stop that irritation. So that's how pearls form. So they make them fake ones, freshwater ones, and legit saltwater pearls that are the valuable. Yeah, two freshwater ones. Oh, cool. Can't wait to get on the creek, thinking about going this weekend panning. Yeah, you want to get into it, mate. It's awesome fun. I'd go more, but it's a long distance away, and I hate driving there myself. Be all right if I could drive there and someone else drive back. But now that I've met this new fella that goes up there, I might be able to go up there with him every now and then. So might be able to get to do a bit more. I just dig my jewellery box and find ones I lost. Yeah, me too, Janine. I find heaps in there that captain loses. Oh. Oh, it's been a big week. I'm starting to feel a bit better now. Clans and stuff get mad at sand and make it comfortable. Yep, that's it, Galaxy. Yeah, I've seen how they used to get pearls from the freshwater clams and stuff in the old days to feed the oysters to the pigs. And then they used to hose down all the poo and then there'd be the fresh oysters. Don't have any only cheap ones made out of cheap metals. We'll be able to help you out, Galaxy Captain Coins. You never know what you're going to get on the pirate booty wheel of doom. My honey hole is only. Oh, Luke, that'd be awesome. Good, Gregory. I got my new medicine now, Greg, and it's not contaminated with soap like the last one. So they're doing very good. Very happy. I've actually got a smile on my face instead of sitting here going, oh, oh. Done, done, done. No worries. Yeah, we do. Where's my bag? When we go to garage sales, we put all the silver and everything like that we find in the bag. And like there's the silver spoons we found in one of our last garage sale videos. So we put all this stuff in here. And when we get close to a milestone, like when I get me time up, we'll do a pay the pirates. So me and the girls get down and we take everything out of the bag and we dish it all up. There's 3 girls and me, so we dish it all up into 5 piles. 1 pile for me, a pile for each of the 3 girls, and then another pile for the rest of the pirate crew. So every one of my subscribers gets a chance to get some goodies out of the pirate bag. So you never know what you'll get. That's just part of us trying to give a little bit back to you guys. Place of gold, yeah. Two bedrock creeks on the property, nice. I got jade, yeah, I got a bit of jade. Don't know where it is. Might be actually in the bag. I got a jade ring here somewhere. No. I did give a jade ring to Jacob. Something a bit different. Here it is. Here's another jade ring. Like I said, I got stuff everywhere. So there's a jade ring. Jade's pretty cool. I like jade. Yep, you can call me Richo. That's what people in Australia call me. That's like nickname. Looking at it right now, that's right, found buried. And we do the little treasure chest for the pirate booty wheel of doom and all that sort of stuff. You can win the contents of that. There's normally something silver jewellery related in that. Michael Kittle was the last person that won the silver pendant with jade. Richo, yes. Did you like that, Janine? Captain picked that out especially for you. I thought she'd know better what to pick than me. Hell yeah. I've got to get you one of them spoons too, Janine. I did see your message. Don't think I forgot. I haven't forgotten. And I've got to send Michael Kittle a Chiquito bar. The only problem is the captain's got them all hidden. She won't tell me where she's hidden all the Chiquito bars because she knows I'll eat them. I do have a good wheel spinner, Michael. That's awesome fun when you hit the treasure chest, eh? I showed to a friend and she was eyeballing it bad. Nice. I love it. Yeah, it's awesome when we go and find all this stuff at the garage sales and then we can give it to someone else. I find that like I win twice, then I get the joy of finding it and then the joy of giving it away to someone. So I win double. You've got to find your pleasures in life. Yeah, I don't know what the girls have got planned for me 40th. I'm planning to do a little live stream for me 40th and have the cake and blow out the candles and all that sort of stuff. I'm pretty excited about me 40th, to be honest. I don't know. It's just quite a milestone. It is fulfilling. Yeah, it is, Janine. It is. It makes you feel good, you know. Yeah. So I wonder. I wonder. I've been dropping lots of hints what I want for my birthday from the captain, but I wonder whether I'll get it on 31st, right? Yep. So that'll be the 30th for you guys. And we're also going to be celebrating on Silver Giveaways on their Halloween night. Do my birthday there as well. That should be a lot of fun. Good night. I should have stayed up this long, but I wanted to chill with you guys. I feel sick and hope to see you next week. Good night, Galaxy Cats and Coins. Thanks for coming. I hope you feel better. And I'll see you next time. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm wondering whether I'll get like normally for my birthday I get t-shirts, all the different t-shirts you see me wearing all the time, Dad, the best dad in the world t-shirts and all that. I'm wondering what t-shirts I'll get this time. I'm just glad I don't get socks all the time. Ah, Star Wars is cool. Yeah. Hey, Midnight Silver Run. Yeah, me and Golden Egg, we've got the same jumper, and she loves going to garage sales with me wearing my Star Wars jumper and her wearing her one. You said socks. uh, yeah, she loves it. Loves the Star Wars and all that. And Hunter, she's right into Star Wars too now. I think it's because it's something we do together. She enjoys spending time with me watching it. I don't think she actually enjoys Star Wars at all. I think it's just more that we spend time together. Need a lightsaber? I've got one. I do have lightsabers. I've got them. I've got all the toys. We got lightsabers for brand new in the box for $5 at garage sales. So a Chewie mask? No, we don't have a Chewie mask. I got a funny story I could tell you. I hope the captain's not listening because she'll probably kill me. She didn't like Star Wars at all. She hates Star Wars. So she's never watched any Star Wars at all. If you're on Midnight Silver Run, we'll have Star Wars fight on the top of Sydney Harbour Bridge, mate. You're on. because you can do a harbour bridge climb. So we'll climb the harbour bridge and do a lightsaber fight on top. I used to, because she had no idea about any of the characters or anything like that. So I used to call her Chewbacca. And she's like, "Why do you call me Chewbacca?" And I just laugh, and everyone laughed, like because everyone knows what Chewbacca, giant, big, hairy monster thing, and she's tiny, little, petite, little thing, and down, awesome. And one day she was around at a friend's house, and she's like, "Terry keeps calling me Chewbacca," and her friend's husband heard, and he came in and he started laughing. And he's like, "He calls you Chewbacca," and he started laughing. And Captain came home and he's like, "Why do you call me Chewbacca?" I was in big trouble. I just had to tell her, it's like when someone's really tall, you call them shorty, and when someone's really short, you call them tall, and that's what we do in Australia. Like someone who's got red hair in Australia, we call them blue. It's just Australian humour sort of thing. But yeah, geez, I got into big trouble when she come home. She was ready to. So, but I was a, I got away with it for so long too, Janine. Like I pushed me luck with it, and eventually I knew I was going to get caught, but it was worth it. It was fun. It was good fun. She might not think so, but I actually sat her down afterwards. Like she said to me, "So what is this Chewbacca thing that, what is it?" So I sat her down and watched it, and I got punched in the arm for it. But it was worth it. It was fun. At least she now knows what Star Wars is. Like a lot of people have no ideas at all, and it's all any Star Wars stuff just goes straight over their heads. But the captain won't miss that anymore. Yeah, I've got a bit of a sense of humour. I think it's quite funny. The captain doesn't. At least the kookaburras. Yeah, she's going to watch this, and then I'm going to be chopped liver if she's not already watching at midnight. She tends to do that. She watches it to make sure I'm not getting into trouble, like not saying the wrong things or you know being controversial or anything like that. Like she'll often be in the background going, "Okay, that's enough. You're being controversial. Stop, stop, stop." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." Princess Leia. I'll try that, Ballad of Janine. I'll try that. Yeah, I'm a big nut, mate. I thought it was funny. I I couldn't help myself. I had to do it. In my own defence, she should have watched Star Wars, and then she would have known the first time I'd said it, and I wouldn't have got away with it. So, oh, you're not wrong, Midnight Silver Run. She's an absolute amazing woman, mate. I showed her a few things, like how to do a few things around the house and all that sort of stuff, and she just took off and ran with it and learnt heaps. And now she's running her own business, doing maintenance, mowing, gardening, landscaping, all sorts of stuff, managing Airbnbs and all sorts of things. She's great. She works too hard though. I wish I could go and you can't outsmart the captain, nah. And I can't lie either, Janine. I'm terrible. I just tell the truth because I just can't do it. No, the captain's wonderful. I love her to bits. I'm very, very lucky boy to have her. You guys crack me up. We try and have a lot of fun here in Australia. It's almost mandatory in Australia that you have fun. Midnight here. I'll be streaming this weekend. If anyone wants to stop in, love your channel, Richo's. I'll be back sure. Thanks, Carlos. I'll come and check you out if I can, mate. If I'm awake or around. Saturday mornings are very busy for me because I go to garage sales and all that. But I'll try and be there for you, mate. Yeah, it does. Nah, she's a wonderful woman, mate. I love her. Love her to bits. I wish I could do more. Like, I wish I could get out and work more so she didn't have to work so much. Hey, Mr. Doughboy, how you going, champion? Heard your car's going. Awesome. Finished your car. Hey, Tater Blogs, how you going? You're always smiling. That's how she catches you lying. Yeah, I learnt years ago, found it buried that when it comes to lying, it's just a waste of time. And you're better off just telling the truth because 90% of the time, people expect you to lie and deny it and all that sort of stuff. So when you just come out and tell the truth, people are so shocked, and they appreciate the honesty that you get away with being cheeky and being, I get away with it because I tell the truth. So, but don't try this at home, everyone. This is trained professional here. I don't want anyone else getting into trouble like me. Greetings from the Philippines. Awesome. Welcome. Awesome. Yeah, don't try and be a pirate like me. You'll get in big trouble. I've been training for years and years. I met the captain probably 15 years ago. I met the captain, and when she was working, finally finished just a couple little doodads now, but all the major stuff is complete. Awesome, champion. We'll be able to see the car driving soon. See you, Gregory. Hey, Demi, how you going? Uh, she was working at a takeaway shop, and I kept asking her out, and she wouldn't go out with me. And I ended up asking her to go on a Kentucky trip to Europe. So I was a young man. I had plenty of cash from working hard all the time, and I said to her, "Do you want to let's go on a trip overseas?" And her friend said to her, "Oh no, he wants to take you over there and kill you." And I'm like, "What?" And when she was explaining to me why she didn't want to go, I'm like, "Really?" I said, "Oh, okay." And so I didn't see her again for a few years after that. And then I saw her again working in another place, and I went in and gave her some roses, and that's the end of the story. So she realised I wasn't a bad guy after all. So I look pretty scary with me big beard, and I'm a big guy. I'm not a little man, so I look pretty scary, I guess. A lot of big guys aren't as scary as they look. The bark's worse than the bite and all that sort of stuff. So she must have realised I was all right. Dang, you lucky dog. Yeah. No, I was very happy. I had lots of different girlfriends over the time, but never one like the captain. So when I met her, I wanted to keep her. It's awesome when you find the right person, eh? Someone that she's like my she's like the good and I'm the bad, the yin and the yang. She's just great all around. Almost 27 years, awesome, Mr. Doughboy. It's great. Like I said, when you meet that person, and you feel comfortable around them. Should have wore the pie hat. I should have midnight silver run. She would have gone to Europe with me for sure. I wish I'd gone to Europe because I ended up buying an investment house just before 2008, the financial disaster. I ended up losing all my money on that. That was bad. I lost all my money. In the end, I didn't have a car. I had to sell that investment property, and barely kept this house. Yeah, keep the best for last. Yep. Hey, Tycho Ducky, how you going, champion? I hope it's not too bad. You back? Awesome. Yeah, decided to come on and have a little bit of a chat. Feeling a bit better now. It's amazing. I'm like the Tin Man with his oil. A bit of oil here and a bit of oil there, and I can actually move again. Nice. Is that the time I asked to go with it? Yeah, I think it would have been. Yeah, I ended up having to wait. I asked her, like, I'd known her for about 6 months before I asked her to go overseas with me, but we weren't going out. So I should have asked her out and then said, let's go overseas. But I think I freaked her out a bit. And then I seen her again. I think it was 2 years or 3 years after that. And it was the day after Valentine's Day. And I seen her in their office. So I went in and said hello and has anyone given you any flowers for Valentine's Day? And she said, no. I said, all right, I'll be back. And I went and got her a big bunch of roses, which worked out absolutely awesome, by the way, because now I don't have to buy her roses on Valentine's Day. I have to buy her roses the day after when they're half price. Big hint there for everyone. Might ditch you there. No, I wouldn't have done that to the captain. No. You know, I wanted to go and see Europe, but a bit hard now. I remember the captain used to have this little green Volkswagen convertible thing. You used to see it driving around. Lots of old memories of the old days. Oh, I'm getting old now that I'm near 40. I'm looking back at the old days now. I get to say the old days now. So, did you see Ireland? No, Luke. I only got to see England. I've been to England, France, Singapore, and America. Wow, 40. Yeah, it's I don't know. I'm starting to look 40. I've always been called baby face, you know, like I've always been told I look young. So hopefully that'll keep me in good stead. I'd love to see Ireland, yeah. Still a baby. Yeah, I'd love to go and see Ireland. They got lots of those beautiful old stone building monuments and all that over there. Three gen from Ireland. My great great grandmother was from Ireland, Luke Duke, and she had 30 kids, and they had 20 something kids, and they had 10 kids, and so there's thousands of us now, Luke. If we're not the biggest family in Australia, I'd be very, very surprised. My sister had her daughter tested, you know, with that DNA stuff, you know, ancestry DNA. It has a mirror, looks like proof. I don't know. You'd have to look it up, found it buried. Yeah, Ballard, they all had 30 children. The great great grandmother had 30 kids, and then those 30 kids all had 25, and then those 25 kids had 10, and then those 10 had 3, and so on and so on. Like there was 1,000 when my mum was 14. Her great grandmother was in the paper having 1,000 direct descendants when mum was 14. So do the maths from that generation. There's been another 3 generations since then, all having kids. So twins? No, yeah, there were twins, Janine. Yeah. Um, one of our relatives had 5. She had quads, and one of the bubs died, so she only had 4. But yeah, quads, twins, triplets, all that sort of thing was quite common in the family. Yeah. But they, they didn't believe, they were Irish Catholics, and they didn't believe in contraception at all. So if there was any hanky panky, it would produce a child. So you got to remember, back in those days, all they had to do was put clothes on the kid's back and put food in their mouth. That was really the only cost of a child, whereas now the cost of a child is just ridiculous. Yeah, Luke, Duke, it's 30 single births. Yeah, no, Janine, it'd be pretty full on, wouldn't it? A lot of people do it though still. A lot of women still end up with 30, 20 something kids. It's crazy. I can't imagine it. Three's enough for me. I wanted to stop three. I was like, that's enough. No more. No more, please. No more. My car's back. Awesome. I might have to go, everybody. Got to drop my car, just showed up. So I'll have to come and chat with you all again another time. Three's enough, yeah. Baby making factory, eh? Yeah, you're not wrong, found it buried. That's why I had to marry the captain. That's why I was happy marrying the captain, because I knew she wasn't one of my cousins. Because, nearly everyone around here is related to me. So when she said she was Italian, I'm like, sweet, you're not my cousin, you're good. Yeah, I did, Janine. I've just got to go and finish off before the captain gets home. This is just Dad bringing my car back. All right, I'll catch you all next time. Thanks, everybody. Bye.